I know you're going to enjoy him. How about a big round of applause for Jamison? Let him hear it. Jamison!
Thank you, thank you. Give a round up for my mom. She brought me into this world. Like Ken was saying, my name is Jamison. I know what you're thinking, and yes, you can buy me a shot. Please, actually, I'm gonna fucking need it. So, I'm at this middle age to where I was born playing outside and doing all this stuff, not with any internet, right? I didn't have all these apps and whatnot. And doing that, it's been great. But now I'm starting to get notifications on my phone saying, like giving me suggestions on which app I should be using based on my location. And I was at work the other day and I was just about to leave. I was getting in my car. And my phone sends me a notification saying, apps that you may like due to your location. Spotify, Maps, Pornhub. Like, I don't jerk off mobily. Did you guys hear about the prison break over in Georgia? I was out there, yeah. There was a huge prison break. I saw a bunch of people running towards the fence. That wasn't the punchline. I saw a bunch of people running towards the fence, and I had this real little guy, real small guy. And he's running as fast as his little legs could take him. He starts climbing the fence. He gets to the top, right at the top where the fence is like right up in the middle, right? He looks at me, he just glares. And I was like, well, fuck. And then he starts going down, and I was like, damn, that was a little condescending. Yeah, that was the delayed laugh. I like that. Give me a moment here. This is someone who didn't study enough like the rest of everybody else. My dad's a funky guy. For the record, this is my stepfather, not my actual dad, so the joke's not about him. My dad, I went over to his house, and we're sitting there and we're talking, and he's telling me about how he wrote this theory on dark matter, not black matter. And he starts this talk, and it was an educational experience for me. It started off with, son, did you know that 85% of all matter in this universe is dark matter? And I was like, not that I really cared, but no, I didn't, Dad, thank you. He's like, yeah, and Albert Einstein actually wrote a theory on this, and I think he had a lot of good points, but I'm working off of it, and it's gonna bring the astronomy folk to a whole new level once I get it published. And it's like, oh, cool, Dad, that's great news. With all due respect, you're not smarter than fucking Einstein. So we had a talk for the rest of that, and I advised him. I was like, hey, maybe you could read a couple books about astronomy before you start doing that kind of shit. Because as far as I'm concerned, all he's watched is Star Trek. So I was kind enough to put him on my Audible account. For those of you who don't know what Audible is, it's an app that pretty much reads you bedtime stories. And at first I was a little apprehensive because it's like, okay, my dad's gonna spend all of my credits, but I don't use it enough anyways to spend them. And I was like, all right, cool. Why not add him? And I started looking at some of the titles that he's purchasing with my credits. and mostly pretty normal stuff. The Last Stargazers, How to Die in Space, Black Holes and Time Warps, Astronomy 101, How to Appear Normal in Social Events. As many of you may be assuming at this point, this is my first time ever on stage. Was not a theater kid. And the reason I'm subjecting myself to all this is I set a goal for myself to perform in front of an audience before the end of the year. And I'm not nearly talented enough for music. I don't have the dedication for bodybuilding. And I have all the wrong holes for a donkey show. Thank you.
Here! What are his life goals are met tonight? All right.